Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Tonight, we have the last of our King and Queen of the Ring triple threat qualification matches. Which superstar will secure the final spot in the quarterfinals? The stage is set for a thrilling main event as Gunther, Seth freaking Rollins, and Big Bronson Reed collide in a highly anticipated triple threat match, each superstar determined to claim the final Raw spot in the King of the Ring quarterfinals. In a thrilling triple threat match, Raquel Rodriguez, Cora Jade, and Piper Niven will battle it out for the final Raw spot in the Queen of the Ring quarterfinals, each woman determined to claim the coveted position and take one step closer to royalty. In a highly personal and intense showdown, Johnny Gargano, one half of the World Tag Team Champions DIY, will face off against Chad Gable in singles action, driven by a burning desire for revenge against the man who helped orchestrate a vicious attack on himself and his partner, Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano will be seeking retribution for the brutal assault by Gable and Otis, which came on the heels of their victory in a championship eliminator match, making them the #1 contenders to the World Tag Team Championship. But first, we have Raw's general manager, Adam Pearce, in the ring, ready to make some announcements. Adam Pearce is fed up with the chaotic backstage brawls in recent weeks and has finally put his foot down, suspending Carmella indefinitely after her backstage attack on WWE Women's North American Champion, Lyra Valkyria. The vicious attack is expected to put Valkyria out of action for some time, and the WWE Women's North American Championship, stolen by Carmella, will now be defunct. He also addresses the situation between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre that have been plaguing the WWE. As a result, Pearce has taken decisive action, suspending both superstars for this evening. However, the rivalry is far from over, as Pearce has ordered Sheamus and McIntyre to settle their differences once and for all in a brutal Hell in a Cell match next week.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at a combined weight of 552 pounds, representing the Viking Raiders, they are the team of Eric and Ivar.
Lucien Price and Bronco Nima emerge closely behind the Viking Raiders. They launch a lightning-fast assault on the Viking Raiders from behind, catching them completely off guard. The Viking Raiders are left reeling as OTM seizes the initiative, unleashing a furious onslaught that sends the match into chaos. OTM seizes control from the opening bell thanks to their pre-match ambush on Eric and Ivar. Bronco Nima and Lucien Price are taking full advantage of their opponent's weakened state, unleashing a flurry of strikes that send the Viking Raiders stumbling backward. OTM's aggressive tactics are paying dividends, and they're dominating the early going. As the match wears on, OTM continues to punish their opponents, using every trick in the book to keep the Viking Raiders at bay. However, Eric and Ivar are not ones to give up easily, and they're slowly but surely beginning to fight their way back into the match. Viking Raiders are avenging themselves, using their brute strength to overpower OTM and send them crashing to the mat. The momentum is starting to shift, and OTM is beginning to feel the pressure. Undeterred, OTM tries to bring the aggression back to their opponents. The Viking Raiders are ready for them. Nima and Price are throwing everything they've got at Eric and Ivar, but the bigger men are absorbing the punishment and firing back with interest. Despite their best efforts, OTM is finding itself struggling to cope with the size and strength advantage of their opponents. Nima and Price are giving it their all, but the Viking Raiders are proving to be a formidable foe. The Viking Raiders are firmly in control, punishing OTM with devastating blows that leave Bronco Nima and Lucien Price reeling. Eric and Ivar are working in perfect tandem, tagging in and out to keep their opponents off balance and unable to mount any semblance of offense. The Viking Raiders' dominance is absolute, and it seems only a matter of time before they secure the win. by their fury from the pre-match ambush, the Viking Raiders continue to break down their opponents, unleashing a flurry of strikes that leave OTM reeling. Eric and Ivar are relentless in wearing down Nima and Price. The Viking Raiders' intensity is palpable, and it's clear that they're not going to let OTM get the better of them. Eric delivers the final blow, nailing Nima with a thunderous belly-to-back penalty kick, and then sends Price crashing to the mat.
Here are your winners via pinfall, the Viking Raiders.
Despite being ambushed from behind by OTM, the Viking Raiders showcase their unyielding resilience and dominance, battling back to emerge victorious in a thrilling contest that solidifies their position as a formidable force in the tag team division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Laredo, Texas, she is the WWE Women's World Champion, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
The electrifying entrance of Roxanne Perez ignites the crowd as the WWE Women's World Champion makes her way to the ring, her trademark intensity and focus evident in every step. Still simmering from a disappointing loss to Io Sky last week, Perez is primed to unleash her pent-up frustration on her opponent. And unfortunately for Thea Hale, she's the one standing in the champion's crosshairs. With a fierce determination burning in her eyes, Perez is ready to take out her aggression on Hale and prove why she's the top dog in the women's division.
And her opponent. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, representing Chase University, Thea Hale.
Thea Hale makes her way to the ring, exuding a quiet confidence that belies her underdog status, as she looks to capitalize on any lingering self-doubt that may be plaguing WWE Women's World Champion Roxanne Perez. With Perez still reeling from a disappointing loss to Io Sky last week, Hale senses an opportunity to pull off a massive upset and send shockwaves throughout the women's division. As she steps into the ring, Hale's focused demeanor suggests that she's ready to seize the moment and make a statement against the champion. The bell rings and the match between Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale is off to a hot start, with Hale impressing from the opening bell. The challenger is bringing the fight to the Women's World Champion, refusing to back down and staking a claim for a title opportunity. Hale's aggression is catching Perez off guard, and she's struggling to keep up with the challenger's lightning-quick offense. However, Roxanne Perez is the Women's World Champion for a reason, and she's starting to show her championship medal. The champion is fighting back, using her quickness and agility to evade Hale's attacks and start to take control of the match. Perez is starting to assert her dominance, and Hale is beginning to tire. Perez nails Hale with a picture-perfect pop rocks. The crowd erupts as Perez goes for the pin, but to her surprise, Hale kicks out of the pin at the last second. Undeterred, Perez continues to dominate Hale, using her quickness and agility to evade her opponent's attacks and land a series of devastating strikes. Hale is struggling to keep up with the champion's pace, and she's starting to tire. Perez senses victory once again, and she's going for the kill, setting up for another pop rocks. Perez nails Hale with another pop rocks and goes for the pin.
Here is your winner via pinfall, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez emerges victorious, but her celebration is short-lived as Io Sky storms the ring, demanding a title shot and seeking to capitalize on her momentum after defeating Perez last week. Undaunted, Perez stands tall, rejecting Sky's demands and instead setting her sights on Sky's faction mates, Asuka and Kairi Sane, vowing to dethrone them as WWE Women's Tag Team Champions next week.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at a combined weight of 441 pounds, representing Chase University, the team of Andre Chase and Riley Osborne.
The energetic entrance of Chase U ignites the crowd as they make their way to the ring, still hungry for recognition and seeking to prove themselves as a force to be reckoned with in the tag team division. Despite a disappointing loss to Gallus in their previous outing, Chase U is determined to bounce back and make a statement against the ominous duo of Wyatt Six.
And their opponents. Weighing in at a combined weight of 554 pounds, representing Wyatt Six, the team of Dexter Lumis and Eric Rowan.
The ominous and unsettling presence of Wyatt Six fills the arena as Dexter Lumis and Eric Rowan emerge from the darkness, their unnerving entrance marking a chilling debut for this mysterious and intimidating duo. In a shocking turn of events, the entrance of Wyatt Six is abruptly interrupted by a vicious attack from Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, who emerge from the shadows to lay waste to the ominous duo. Despite being ambushed and battered, Dexter Lumis and Eric Rowan defiantly insist on continuing their match against Chase U, their unyielding intensity and focus on competition driving them to push forward. Chase U is bringing the fight to Wyatt Six from the start, sensing an opportunity to take advantage of their opponent's weakened state. Riley Osborne is impressing early on, using his agility and quickness to evade the attacks of Lumis and Rowan. Osborne's high-flying moves are catching Wyatt Six off guard, and he's starting to build momentum for Chase U. Wyatt Six, however, is refusing to give up despite their struggles. Lumis and Rowan are fighting through the pain, using their sheer strength and power to try and overwhelm Chase U. However, the effects of the pre-match ambush are still evident, and Wyatt Six is struggling to find their usual rhythm. The crowd is sensing a potential upset, and Chase U is looking to capitalize on their opponent's misfortune. As the match wears on, Wyatt Six refuses to stay down, fighting back with a series of powerful strikes that send Chase U stumbling backward. Despite their earlier struggles, Lumis and Rowan are starting to find their rhythm, using their sheer strength and power to overwhelm their opponents. Chase U is trying to hold on, but Wyatt Six is gaining momentum by the minute. Wyatt Six eventually takes control of the match, dominating their opponents with a series of crushing blows. Lumis and Rowan are working in perfect tandem, tagging in and out to keep Chase U off balance and unable to mount any semblance of offense. The crowd is sensing a shift in momentum, and Wyatt Six is starting to look like the dominant force they're known to be. Eric Rowan delivers the final blow, nailing Riley Osborne with a thunderous claw slam and goes for the pin.
Here are your winners via pinfall, Wyatt Six.
In a stunning display of resilience and determination, Wyatt Six overcome the brutal pre-match ambush by Wolfgang and Mark Coffey to emerge victorious against Chase U, their unrelenting ferocity and intensity proving too much for Andre Chase and Riley Osborne to handle.
The following Queen of the Ring Triple Threat Qualification match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Rio Grande Valley, Texas, She is Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Rodriguez.
The powerful and dominant Raquel Rodriguez makes her way to the ring, her intense focus and determination evident as she seeks to put her recent issues with Liv Morgan behind her and refocus on her ascent up the women's division ranks. With the prestigious Queen of the Ring crown within her sights, Rodriguez is hungrier than ever to claim the title and the coveted championship opportunity that comes with it. As she steps into the ring for this high-stakes triple threat match, Rodriguez is poised to unleash her formidable strength and unstoppable momentum on her opponents, Cora Jade and Piper Niven.
Introducing the second competitor. From Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade bursts onto the scene, her energetic entrance electrifying the crowd as she prepares to take on two formidable foes in this Queen of the Ring qualification match. With her sights set on individual glory, Jade is eager to shine in this tournament and prove herself as a force to be reckoned with, beyond her successful partnership with WWE Women's World Champion Roxanne Perez. As she steps into the ring, the question on everyone's mind is, will Jade's pursuit of the Queen of the Ring crown ultimately lead her to challenge her best friend Perez for the WWE Women's World Championship? Or will she set her sights on SmackDown's WWE Women's Champion Shayna Baszler?
And their opponent. From Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
The imposing figure of Piper Niven emerges, her massive size and strength commanding attention as she makes her way to the ring, posing a formidable challenge to Raquel Rodriguez and Cora Jade in this Queen of the Ring qualification match. Niven's incredible power and dominance make her a dark horse contender in this tournament. As she steps into the ring, Niven's intimidating presence is undeniable, and her opponents will need to dig deep to find a way to overcome the massive obstacles standing in their way. The bell rings, and the Queen of the Ring qualification match is off to a hot start, with all three women, Raquel Rodriguez, Cora Jade, and Piper Niven coming out swinging. The match is tightly contested from the opening bell, with each competitor looking to assert their dominance. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, sensing that this one is going to be a back-and-forth affair. The match is a whirlwind of offense and counter-offense, with each woman taking turns trying to gain the upper hand. It's unclear who will emerge victorious, as all three women are putting in impressive performances. Seems like Piper Niven is going to dominate Cora Jade. Raquel Rodriguez hits back, taking control of the match. Rodriguez is on fire, using her incredible strength and power to overwhelm her opponents. She's taking down Jade and Niven with ease, and it's starting to look like she's going to run away with the match. Rodriguez is firmly in control, using her dominance to dictate the pace of the match. Jade and Niven are trying to fight back, but Rodriguez is having none of it, using her experience and cunning to stay one step ahead of her opponents. The crowd is sensing a potential blowout, but Jade and Niven are refusing to give up, and it's clear that they're going to keep fighting until the very end. Piper Niven refuses to back down, roaring back into contention with a series of powerful strikes that take down Raquel Rodriguez. Niven's momentum is building by the minute. Cora Jade enters the ring with a steel chair, looking to take out her opponents and secure the win. However, Niven remains unfazed, dispossessing Jade of the chair. Rodriguez sees an opportunity and takes it, nailing Jade with a Tajana bomb. Rodriguez then sends Niven crashing to the ring post before nailing Jade with a gory slam. However, before Rodriguez can capitalize on the move, Piper Niven disposes of Rodriguez, sending her crashing to the ring post and goes to cover Jade for the pin instead.
Here is your winner via pinfall, Piper Niven.
In a thrilling and hard-hitting contest, Piper Niven emerges victorious, her impressive strength and resilience proving to be too much for Raquel Rodriguez and Cora Jade to handle as she advances to the quarterfinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. With this crucial win, Niven takes a significant step closer to claiming the coveted Queen of the Ring crown and the championship opportunity that comes with it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Accompanied to the ring by Otis. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, representing Alpha Academy, Chad Gable.
The cerebral and athletic Chad Gable makes his way to the ring, his confident and focused demeanor evident as he prepares to take on Johnny Gargano in a matchup that could have significant implications for the upcoming WWE Tag Team Championship bout. With Alpha Academy's title challenge against DIY looming large, Gable is seeking to gain a crucial advantage and momentum for himself and Otis by defeating Gargano tonight.
And his opponent. Accompanied to the ring by Tommaso Ciampa. From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, representing DIY, he is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano.
The crowd erupts in cheers as Johnny Gargano makes his way to the ring, his high-energy entrance setting the tone for what promises to be an intense and thrilling matchup against Chad Gable. With DIY's WWE Tag Team Championship defense against Alpha Academy looming large, Gargano is looking to gain a crucial psychological advantage and momentum for his team by taking down Gable tonight. The bell rings, and the match between Johnny Gargano and Chad Gable is underway, and it's clear that Gable is looking to make a statement. The former Olympian is starting the match strong, bringing the fight to the tag champion and catching him off guard with a series of quick strikes. Gargano is trying to keep up, but Gable's speed and agility are proving to be a challenge. Gable is firmly in control, using his technical grappling skills to wear down Gargano. The crowd is impressed by Gable's dominance, and it's clear that he's got a game plan to take down the tag champion. The tension between the two teams spills over into chaos as Tommaso Ciampa and Otis erupt into a heated confrontation in the ring, forcing the referee to intervene and eject both men from ringside in an effort to restore order to the match. With both Tommaso Ciampa and Otis being ejected by the referee, Johnny Gargano remains unfazed, using the distraction to his advantage as he brings the fight to Chad Gable. Gargano's intensity is unmatched, and he's starting to take control of the match. He's using every trick in the book to wear down Gable, and it's clear that he's got a plan to take down his opponent. Gable is trying to fight back, but Gargano's momentum is building by the minute. The crowd is sensing a shift in momentum, and it's clear that Gargano is poised to take the win. Gargano delivers the final blow, nailing Gable with a thunderous super kick, and he goes for the pin. Johnny Gargano emerges victorious, but his celebration is short-lived as the Creed brothers storm the ring and unleash a vicious attack on Gargano, leaving him battered and bruised. In a shocking and vicious assault, Finn Balor has attacked John Cena backstage, blindsiding the 16-time world champion and leaving him reeling. Balor's motivations are clear. He sees Cena as the biggest threat to his own World Heavyweight Championship in the King of the Ring tournament. By taking out Cena, Balor hopes to weaken his potential foe and gain a significant advantage ahead of their potential matchup. The attack is a ruthless move by Balor, who will stop at nothing to ensure his own success and protect his title reign. With Cena's King of the Ring quarterfinals match just a week away, the question now is, will Cena be able to recover in time, or has Balor's cunning plan paid off?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Benue State, Nigeria, weighing in at 240 pounds, Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews makes his way to the ring, his explosive energy and athleticism on full display as he prepares to take on Ethan Page in a matchup that could propel him up the ranks and closer to a coveted showdown with Intercontinental Champion Carmelo Hayes. Fresh off his bold call-out of Hayes last week, Crews is more determined than ever to prove himself as a force to be reckoned with and make a statement in the ring. With his sights firmly set on the Intercontinental Championship, Crews is ready to unleash his fury and showcase his skills against Page.
And his opponent. From Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is all ego, Ethan Page.
Ethan Page emerges onto the scene, his confident swagger and charismatic presence commanding attention as he prepares to face off against Apollo Crews in a matchup that could be a springboard to bigger opportunities. With Crews firmly focused on Carmelo Hayes and the Intercontinental Championship, Page sees an opening to sneak up the ranks and potentially earn a title shot of his own. As he steps into the ring, Page is ready to put on a show and prove that he's a force to be reckoned with in the pursuit of championship glory. The bell rings, and the match between Apollo Crews and Ethan Page is off to a hot start, with both men evenly matched in a tightly contested bout. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, sensing that this one is going to be a back-and-forth affair. Ethan Page is looking to assert his dominance early on, and he's landing several critical strikes on Apollo Crews, sending him stumbling backward. Page's confidence is growing by the minute, and he's starting to take control of the match. He's using his quickness and agility to evade Crews' attacks, and his strikes are finding their mark with precision. Crews is trying to fight back. Page is having none of it, using his experience and cunning to keep his opponent at bay. However, Apollo Crews is not one to be underestimated, and he's slowly but surely starting to fight his way back into the match. Crews is using his incredible strength and power to overwhelm Page, and his offense is starting to gain traction. Page is trying to hold on, but Crews' momentum is building by the minute. Crews has seized back control, using his athleticism and agility to outmaneuver Page. The crowd is sensing a shift in momentum, and it's clear that Crews is poised to take the match to the next level. Page is trying to regroup, but Crews is relentless, pushing the pace of the match and looking to capitalize on his opponent's mistakes. Crews nails Page with a thunderous one-handed spinebuster and goes for the pin. Page somehow manages to kick out at 2. Crews is undeterred, using the near fall as motivation to continue grinding down his opponent. Crews is relentless, using every trick in the book to wear down Page and secure the win. He's pushing the pace of the match, using his quickness and agility to evade Page's attacks and land a series of critical strikes. Page is trying to fight back, but Crews' momentum is building by the minute. Crews nails Page with another one-handed spinebuster and goes for the cover. Apollo Crews secures an impressive victory over Ethan Page, but his celebration is short-lived as Intercontinental Champion. Carmelo Hayes emerges from the shadows, seeking revenge for Crews' bold words last week, and unleashes a vicious ambush on the unsuspecting Crews.
The following King of the Ring triple threat qualification match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, representing Imperium, the ring general, Gunther.
The imposing figure of Gunther emerges, his intense gaze and commanding presence striking fear into the hearts of his opponents as he makes his way to the ring for this pivotal King of the Ring qualification match. The ring general is on a mission to assert his dominance and claim the King of the Ring crown, which would grant him a coveted world title opportunity and cement his status as one of the top champions in the WWE. With Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins standing in his way, Gunther is poised to unleash his trademark ferocity and technical prowess to outmaneuver and overpower his opponents.
Introducing the second competitor. From Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, he is Big Bronson Reed.
The massive Bronson Reed makes his way to the ring, his towering size and imposing physique immediately making him a formidable presence in this King of the Ring qualification match. With his incredible strength and power, Reed is a force to be reckoned with, and he's eager to use his size advantage to overwhelm Gunther and Seth Rollins and claim a spot in the next round. As he steps into the ring, Reed exudes confidence, knowing that his massive frame and crushing moveset make him a dark horse contender for the King of the Ring crown.
And their opponent. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins makes his electrifying entrance, his trademark intensity and charisma radiating throughout the arena as he prepares to take on the behemoths Gunther and Bronson Reed in this King of the Ring qualification match. Rollins is driven by a burning desire to reclaim his spot among the WWE Elite, and he sees the King of the Ring crown as the perfect catalyst to propel him back into the championship picture. Despite being the underdog in this matchup, Rollins is undaunted, relying on his cunning, agility, battle-tested experience to outmaneuver his larger opponents and emerge victorious. The bell rings, and the King of the Ring qualification match is off to a hot start, with all three men coming out swinging. The match is fiercely contested from the opening bell, with each competitor looking to assert their dominance. Despite being the smallest man in the ring, Seth Rollins is starting the match strong, using his quickness and agility to evade the attacks of his larger opponents. However, Gunther soon seizes control of the match, using his incredible strength and power to dominate both Rollins and Reed. The Austrian giant is unstoppable, taking down his opponents with ease and sending them crashing to the mat. Reed and Rollins are trying to fight back, but Gunther's control is absolute, and it's starting to look like he's going to run away with the match. Bronson Reed is not one to be underestimated, and he's slowly starting to fight his way back into the match. Reed is using his own strength and power to take down Gunther and Rollins, and he's starting to build momentum. The crowd is sensing a potential shift in momentum, and it's clear that Reed is a force to be reckoned with. Just as Reed looks to be in control, Seth Rollins shocks him with a curb stomp, sending him crashing to the mat. Rollins quickly makes the cover, but Reed kicks out of the pin. Gunther returns into the ring and nails Rollins with a devastating powerbomb, sending him crashing to the mat before making the cover. But Reed breaks up the pin. The match is anyone's for the taking, with all three men having had moments of dominance. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, sensing that the match is going to come down to the wire. Who will emerge victorious and punch their ticket to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament? The The match continues to go back and forth, with each man trading near falls and counterattacks. Rollins nails Reed with a turnbuckle powerbomb, but Gunther thwarts his momentum, taking Rollins down and sending him crashing to the mat. Gunther is finally able to take control of the match, using his power and strength to overwhelm his opponents. Gunther is going to finish the job. Rollins thwarts his offenses, using his quickness and agility to evade Gunther's attacks. Rollins then nails Reed with another curb stomp, sending him crashing to the mat once again. But before Rollins can go for the cover, Gunther gets back into the ring, nailing Rollins with a powerbomb. Gunther then goes to cover Reed.
Here is your winner via pinfall, the ring general, Gunther.
Gunther emerges victorious, outlasting and outmaneuvering both Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins to secure a hard-fought win and advance to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.